Welcome back. Domain 2 Technologies and Tools. In this video we're going to see using Snort and Wireshark to analyze traffic practice lab. So lab requirements: VMware or VirtualBox as usual, and then operating system is Security Onion 2018. What is Security Onion? So Security Onion is a Linux distro for intrusion detections, network security monitoring, and log management. It is based on Ubuntu and contains Snort. A lot of tools, Suricata, Pro, so there are a lot of tools we can play around. But these labs we are going to see only that Wireshark and Snort. So there is a video tutorial you can watch. You can find it through YouTube. How to set up, configure the Security Onion, everything. So the task for the lab, so you will learn how to analyze network traffic and detect suspicious traffic using tools like Wireshark. Snort can be utilized to read, capture, and analyze traffic. Scenario. So in the scenario, let's give you a small scenario so you guys can understand easily. Let's say credentials are being transmitted across the network in plain text. So you will use Wireshark and Snort to examine a PCAP file that the network team handed over to you. So let's go for the lab. So you have been told by a network technicians that there are credentials going across the wire in plain text. You will use Wireshark and Snort to examine a PCAP file that the network team handed over to you. So here the terminal Security Onion machine is connected to a DMZ. So once you open, so you can see here. So we can now check the Snort version. Okay, so everything is okay. Now we can check the alert file if there is any file. So you can see there is no alert. So normally the list command will list directory contents. So if you want to find more information about that, so you can just enter that manual command MANLS, so you get more information. So what the command is doing. So let's say if you want to check the df command. So df means a report file system disk space usage. So what are the options can use with the df command? So -l include dummy file systems, -b capital block size, something like that. So now let's go for the topic. So now we're going to we're going to generate the alert file. You have to make sure the syntax, everything is correct. So normally so this command, so what the L is doing, so as you know what is sudo, and then Snort is a tool, and then -l is specific where to place the log file. In this case it will be a single alert file. So that is what we are going to generate here. So as you can see, there is no file created under the home, student home, so we are going to do so. So then -c will specify the location on the hard disk for the snort.config file. So and then -r, so tells Snort, Snort to read the following capture file, so in this file. So let's press enter and enter the password. So after enter the password, you can see that Snort is existing, so which means it has created successfully, the alert file is created successfully. To check that, So just type this ls command once again, so you can see the file is created, the alert file is created already. So we will now open the file alert. Oh, sorry. So okay, now the alert file is open. So we can now see here the first two alert file, the both deals with the FTP, so which is sent over the network in clear text, right? So specifically we see the anonymous login and then no password is required. We can see here, which means the user logged on the system without credential. So and then the Snort alerts include the source IP address and port, and the destination IP address and port number. So that will really helpful for the analyze. So next you can view next alert. So you can see Telnet access. Since data is also sent over plain text with the Telnet, you can see the traffic details. Also you can notice that coming from the IP and external, the traffic is coming from an IP external to our network. So and then last one is a SMB. The other one, the final one, is Smb Alert, to see what information you can occur after viewing the FTP and Telnet. Smb Alert. So there is a very useful piece of information. So we can just close it. So these alerts have to do with the file and print sharing, the SMB file. So the traffic is also coming from the internet. SMB traffic should only allowed on a LAN, never over your WAN. So now let's open the PK file using Wireshark. For that, cd. So there's PK file. So okay. So Wireshark capture the PK. Okay. So now the PK file is open now. We can now check that FTP traffic within the capture file. So for that we have to type FTP and apply or press enter button. So then go to and the highlighted the first one, traffic results. So just right click and go to the follow TCP stream. So that the follow TCP stream, you can see that information that login successful, and then so what password or the login credential, everything, the port number, IP address, everything. So we can now save as under desktop and then ftp.txt. Save. So then close it. So we will now completed the FTP, then successfully saved on desktop. So now we going to check the Telnet. The same thing. The first one, right click. Okay, you can now see the same information, login credential, everything. We can now save it on desktop. Okay, so replace it, so which I have already saved it, that's why. Okay, anyway, so then the final one is SMB. So the SMB, we're going to look at the traffic from the IP address, where is coming from and to is going to. So for that, so apply. We can now right click, follow stream. So we can now see that the piece of information here, the plain text is a work group, and other words that that give you some extra information about the conversations. So Smb everything, and the local domain, and then work group. So these all are the very useful information. Yeah, so we can now save as smb.txt. so we can now close it. We can also use the hex term to view these details. So for that, hex term, so for the we have saved it on desktop, so we're going to change the directory. Okay, so now we can now check the file that's saved on the desktop. We can now see the text view here. So and then login, passwords, everything in the text view using the hex term from the text file. So this is a simple example how to analyze the traffic using the Wireshark and Snort. So you guys just play around with this the tools, you know, so you guys try to capture anything and just play around on your test environment so you guys can understand easily. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So please subscribe my channel and then press the bell button, share the video if you like. We will see you more labs on later on video. Bye bye, see you.